Hey guys, I'm Peter Hartman. I'm an engineering student here at Northwestern University, and today I'm going to be going over the assembly of the black box theater. So it comes with 6 different faces to build the theater itself, and then we've got the lens here with 5 times magnification, phone stand with adjustable angles to focus the zoom on the phone properly, and then we've got some flathead screws and some Phillips head screws, and then also if you'd like to, you can always add in flathead screws to make it more complex. So I'm going to start by attaching the base to side 2, and all these sides are numbered. The numbers are on the inside of the panels, and so that way all the numbers will match on the inside of the box. So we're going to start by taking this attachment number 3 with attachment number 3, and that's from going from side 1 to side 2. So I'm going to take these panels here and start using the thumb screws to attach these 2 panels. So as I said before, all the numbers are engraved on the inside panel. So if you're having trouble creating the box, just remember that the numbers should be facing the inside of the box. And then on the base, there are 4 different Roman numerals, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And those will match up with the Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the different sides. And like I said, you can use either flathead screws, Phillips head screws, or thumb screws. It just depends on the level of challenge you want. If you want to add in Phillips head screws and use a Phillips head screwdriver, that's perfectly acceptable. Or if you want to use flathead screws, that provides a little bit more of a challenge. And then just thumb screws is probably the easiest attachment mechanism. So that's side 1 and side 2. Now I'm going to begin attaching side 3, and those will fit in, like I said before, with these Roman numerals here. So number 2 goes in number 2, number 1 and number 1, just like that. And this whole box is made out of ABS plastic. So that's similar to acrylic, and it's a nice smooth finish. And then in addition to that, it's got sharp edges, so those have been sanded down so that way no one cuts themselves or anything. And it provides a nice black interior so that way no light gets inside of the projector while you're using it. So I'm going to finish screwing in side 3 here. So those are the 2 sides of the box. And from this point you can either do the front panel or the back panel. I usually like to start at the front. And you can tell which side is the front panel because it's labeled number 5. It has the hole in it, and it'll attach along with these 2 inserts here. So that's how you know it's the front panel. So we'll do these 2. And you should be using washers in addition to the screws, so that way the screws don't scuff up the surface of the ABS plastic. Some of the grooves are a little hard to find, but that's part of the challenge of creating the box. We're going to try this one. Maybe it's easier if I see what I'm doing. And if you ever lose any of the parts for this box, you can see all the materials in the appendice labeled billing of materials. We've got all the parts listed there along with prices and the quantity of how much is included in the kit. And then in addition to that, all the screws are 1/4 by 20, 1/4 of an inch by 20. So if you go to Ace Hardware or any different sort of hardware store like that, then you can easily find those types of screws there and attach or replace the screws that are lost. So now I'm attaching the back panel. That's panel number 4, which will screw directly into here. And the back panel fits on just like the front panel. It's got the same spring mechanism. Oh, and I should mention this. There are 2 in the back panel here. There's a hole here. That should not be there. You should not worry about screwing anything into that hole. The screw just goes through this. That was just an error when we were creating the box, so don't worry about that. There's no panel or anything that should be attaching into there. So lastly, we're going to put in the phone stand, and that should go in about the middle of the box. You can move it forward and backward to adjust the focus of the picture, and then you can also tilt the phone to adjust the focus of the picture. So that you can adjust that once you have the top on, and that's the next part we're going to do. So that'll screw in right into the front like this. Oh, and in addition to the phone stand, you can also adjust the quality of the picture by cleaning the lens. You can just do that with simple eyeglass cleaner and a soft cloth, and that'll usually clear up the quality of the photo. Alright, so we're getting the last screw in here. Alright, and then after that you can see that we can use the hinge to modify the position of the phone stand on the interior of the box. You can also leave that open to project sound better if you're watching a movie or a music video. And so lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to attach the lens to the front of the box. So that'll just slip in right into this cover here. It's not cooperating on that side. Let's try this side. There we are. So I must have it in backwards. So the lens just slips right in there, and then from there you're ready to go. So thanks guys, enjoy.